Before I start, did you ever scare someone to death? Boo! I can just hear the scream of Gecko. Anyway, welcome to another episode of the Valorant Tips and Tricks Sent by You series. A series where I show Valorant tips and tricks that you guys send to me. Like always, I'll be giving away a battle pass to a random submission. So if you want the chance to win beautiful skins, feel free to submit your tricks in the Lowlander Discord server. This week's battle pass goes to, bring in the drums, it's Genius. Congrats my friend. If you like this series, feel free to subscribe on the channel, because with your help we might be able to beat our rivals Little Love. One day maybe. And also, before I start this video, did you know that you are making a big mistake? Because I bet that almost every watcher over here is using the same old browser for way too long. Well my friends, today is the day to move on, break up with your old browser and start using the sponsor of this video, Opera GX. Opera GX is a web browser with tons of different features designed for gamers. First of all, you like putting on skins in games, right? Why not try to put on skins on your web browsers? Well, with the Opera GX mod feature you can do that. If I choose the Killjoy one for example, the theme and color of the web browser changes, I get a dedicated wallpaper, the opening and closing tab sounds are changing, the keyboard sounds changed, and I got a new background music. Very nice. But there's way more my friends, because Opera GX also got smarter with the generative AI integration. If you have any questions about Valorant, you can just go to the sidebar, ask a question like how do you counter cipher tripwires, and look at that, you get nice answers within a few seconds. And this my friends was just the tip of the iceberg. With GX Control you have the ability to control your RAM and CPU usage. It has a built-in forced dark mode feature so you don't get flashed in the middle of the night, a built-in VPN to browse safely, and way more. So what I would say, try it out yourself with the link in the description. And the cool part, it's completely free, so try it out today my friends. And now let's continue the video with a nice way to counter the Neon ultimate. If you ever hear Neon say this, "Hi, I'm pissed!" you know that she's probably gonna rush towards you. But no worries, if you play Deadlock you gotta try to listen to the steps, and as soon as you think the enemy is running around the corner, throw your C ability and easy kill for you. Straight shows you how it's done.
Throwing next.
She will get catched, and Neon without any mobility is way easier to kill. Here's another example, it's a very nice trick.
Throwing next.
Now let's go to this box on Sunset. I think most of us have tried to do this jump over it. But as we all know by now, this jump is not possible. However, did you know that there's actually a way to boost yourself up without any abilities? All you gotta do is go to this corner, mash all your buttons, crouch mid-air, and if you are doing it right, you should be standing on the box. But as you see in the background, it's an extremely hard jump, and I'm not good enough for that, so here's Flav doing it. You can look at the left at what he presses on his keyboard. It's a pretty hard jump. So let me show an easy jump now with the cool mechanic behind it. We all know this jump on the generator, right? Press crouch on the last second and you get on it. But here's the cool mechanic. Did you know that the initial jump doesn't make any sound? You only make sound if you stepped after you jumped on gen. Take a listen. And this mechanic you can use because if you jump on the generator and then immediately shift walk, you don't make any sound at all. Listen. Cool MrLowlander, but what can I do with it? Well, if you know for certain that there's only one enemy left and he's behind the gen, you can silently jump on the gen and kill him without him knowing you are on top of it. A bit like It's Genius did in this game.
One enemy remaining.
See? No sound. Well played my friend. And It's Genius is a genius, because here's another clippy of him. This is a bit of an older Lotus trick, but I don't see a lot of people using this one. So in case the Sage players have forgotten it, if you place your Sage ball like this and the enemy opens the doors, it will slowly destroy your wall. Well, you can jump on the door and then take some easy kills. Well played again.
The hunt begins!
A very useful one in those half-buy rounds, a shotgun suddenly becomes very OP. Now a cool fact about ISO that not a lot of people know about. When you use your E ability to get a shield, you will do an animation, and it looks like you won't be able to do anything else during that animation. But this is wrong my friends, because you're actually able to interact with things. For example, closing the door on ascent or picking things off the ground. This might be a very small mechanic and very situational, but now you know ISO mains might be useful one day. And about situational mechanics, last day I played a game and this happened.
Placing alarm bot. Placing
What?
bomb grenade.
He can satchel my ability away? I didn't know that was a thing. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, apparently Raze is able to satchel the alarm bot of Killjoy away. But I actually still didn't believe it. So I hopped into a game for some tests and this is what I found out. If Killjoy places her alarm bot down and it becomes invisible, the Raze satchel won't be able to move it. However, if the alarm bot is still in its animation and not invisible yet, then Raze's satchel is able to move the alarm bot. Again, this is also a very niche mechanic that's not very useful, but it's cool to know I guess. It kinda reminds me of satcheling a down KO to safety. And yes, my friends, this mechanic is also still possible. So save some satchels to revive KO. Also, did you know that you can do this with your satchel? You can boost your boombot all the way up to the platform. Again, very useless, but cool to know. Now one for all the aggressive Yoru mains out there. If you want to go for an aggressive peek, a lot of Yoru mains will flash once and then peek with their flash. But there's a problem, because a lot of people will dodge the flash like this. Not very good, right? So here's a tricky you can do. It's actually so simple, but not a lot of people are doing it. Just use 2 flashes. For example, one against the wall, after that one on the ground, and there's a big chance that the enemies will get flashed by at least one of the 2. Just look at the clip of Cheese Apprentice.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Now a cool tricky for all the Cypher players out there. A thing that a lot of Cypher players are doing is placing their traps very close to the entrance of a site. For example, over here on Haven. Although this isn't a bad tactic, it's very predictable for the enemies. So instead, what you also can do is place your tripwire a bit more on the site. This way it's less predictable for the enemies and you might get an easy kill like Exia. Okay, enough tricks for now. Let's take a small break and go to the trick shots. I always love this part of the video because it's so satisfying to see people bunny hopping like crazy. Make 2 kills with 1 tap through a smoke.
A. One enemy remaining.
Or through a wall. Easy peasy for stone chestplate. Back to the tricks. Let's go to A side on Abyss. If you want to push the side, a very common smoke is this one. Annoying, right? But there's actually a way to counter it. Just jump on this box over here, then go for some jumps, and if an enemy is chilling in that corner over there, you can bang through the smoke and easy kill for you.
Get back.
Okay, and since we're here on Abyss, we need to talk about this pillar. I've talked about this pillar before in an earlier video, but at the moment when I talked about it, I didn't realize how good this pillar actually is. For the people who didn't see that video, you're actually able to jump around the pillar like this. And I thought, oh, you'll be standing in the open, nobody's gonna make kills with this one, until my enemy started using it against me. What? How the heck did he... What? And this is not where the story ends, because actually a lot of people were sending in clips how they got kills on this spot. Kills with Omen.
I know you can do that, but...
Raid inspected him, raid inspected him.
Kills with Jet.
On bottom mid, on top mid.
With Raze. And many more. So a big tip to everyone. First of all, try to use it yourself so now and then. And second of all, always pay attention to that spot. Okay, what are we doing on a team deathmatch map, MrLowlander? Well, my friends, usually I don't give tips for team deathmatch, but I found this one pretty cool. I don't even know what the name of this map is, but you see this wall over here? You can place your sage ball behind it and you have a nasty head glitch spot. A cool thing to know, I guess. Now a tippy for the Omen players. A tactic you should consider is using your ultimate in combination with the teammate. What you have to do is teleport behind the enemies, distract them, and when the enemy is shooting on your teleport, your teammate peeks behind them and makes some easy kills. Look at this.
Watch them run.
One enemy remaining.
And here's another Omen trick, this time on Haven. All you gotta do is place your smoke in the wall over there when the barriers are going down, then teleport on the boxes and look at that, you got a nice one-way. The legends might remember this trick from 3 years ago, and now you can still do it since Haven is back. And while we're on Haven, here's a cool sage wall that you can use. All you gotta do is place your wall like this. MrLowlander, this is just a normal wall that blocks off the enemies, right? Well, from the enemy's perspective, it looks like that, yeah. But what you can do is stand on these boxes, and then you have a nasty head glitch spot on the enemy. There's not high chance that they will expect it, so easy kills for you. And while we're talking about Sage, here's another old trick, but stop placing your wall like this if you want to defuse the spike. Instead, place your wall vertically so it's way harder for the enemies to destroy all the segments, and this way you can easily go for a ninja defuse.
Remaining. Last player standing.
Now it's time for a unique way to defend B side on Ascent. Imagine, you play Killjoy and you got your ultimate ready. What you can do is place your ultimate behind these boxes over here, and look at that, the enemies won't be able to enter the site. Wait a second, look at that map. What is that? Exactly, there's a small little corner on B main. And we can use that, because there's a chance that the enemies will hide in that corner. So a little before the ultimate goes down, what you can do is stand over here, aim at the middle of the window and go up till you hit the roof, and throw your nano swarm. The enemies won't be able to go anywhere, so you might get an easy kill. Now take a look at this clip. Bacon Pancakes took the test of playing in an off angle to the extreme.
Alright, what you wanna do is smoke the other side of you.
Yeah.
30 seconds. One enemy.
I have no idea how, but it worked out. Well played, Bacon Pancakes. And this, my friends, this was the last one of the video. Big shout out to everyone who submitted the trick. I hope you learned something, and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.